you action figure enthusiasts out there. JC here, and welcome to a Monday edition of TNInews Live. And we've got several things to go over today. But before we get into the news, let's just take a quick roll call and see who is in the house. So I see Jay's Toy Collection UK is here. Good to see you, my friend. Evening for him, I see. Zim is in the house. JC found Superpowers Lobo at Entertainment Earth. Yes, the newest wave of DC Superpower figures went up for pre-order last week, so we'll be talking about that here in just a few minutes. Austin is in the house. Happy Monday to you, my friend. Everett is here as well. Good to hear from you, Everett. Judge Dreads, what's up, my friend? Felix is in the house. Good to see you. K-Mac is in the house. What is up? And Joseph, happy Monday to you. The mass figure collector, also from the UK, is here as well. Mr. 80, what's up? Rashid is in the house. Everyone just got done working at 4 a.m. shift, but didn't want to miss the stream. Nice. Hopefully you had a good shift. Graveyard shift. Well, kind of the graveyard shift. Not really, I guess. More like early morning shift. But good news is you're off work early, so that's always the good thing when you have to work those really early shifts. Figure Fury, what is up? Everett says he's excited for Daredevil Born Again. I am looking forward to that myself, Everett, so hopefully that will be good. So it looks like we got a pretty full house here. Now, one thing. Okay, good. Well, no, not good. So we've been doing some work on the websites, moving them over to new servers. We were working on the image server, which looks like images are down at the moment on Marvelous News. So that's going to be a little harder to go over news. But we've got working images on Marvelous News. So let's start off with the latest Marvel news. And hopefully the images will be working again here in the very near future on TNI. But we'll start off with a new Hot Toys figure based on your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man animated series, which is going to be premiering soon on Disney Plus. I've seen mixed reactions for this series. And I gotta say, for myself, I'll probably check it out, but so far it's not like wowing me. I would have much rather seen like a continuation of the Fox Spider-Man animated series, like we saw with X-Men '97. That I would have been much more interested in. But nevertheless, we are getting this new series, and with that, new products. So Hot Toys is the first one to announce a figure from this new series, which has gone up for pre-order. You can get it at places like Big Bad Toy Store. This is part of their Hondo series, so which means they're supposed to be a little bit cheaper. This particular figure is going to cost you about $215. It's not going to be released until March of next year, so you've got a ways to go. But you get, let's see, this thing's going to include 2 pairs of swappable eye plates, 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, 2 bendable web strings, belt with web fluid canisters and fluid tubing, 2 web shooters, a pair of red knee pads, a pair of sneakers, backpack, and comic cover fitting figure stand. So, again, you can get it if you're into Hot Toys and you want something for this new series. You can head over to Big Bad Toy Store, and here's a look at images. I'm assuming that like this is something he only wears like in the beginning, and eventually he's going to switch over to his regular red and blue outfit. This is like a homemade outfit type thing. So again, I'm making that assumption, but right now this is pretty much all we've seen him wearing in the trailers and stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Like I said, I'll probably check it out, but I would have been more excited if this had been a continuation of the '90s Spider-Man series like we got with the X-Men. Not much else. Actually, let me take that back. For you SH Figure Arts fans, Spider-Man Noir figure from across the Spider-Verse, so Spider Ham, that has gone up for pre-order. It went up for pre-order last week, $119. We'd seen images for this one, so the hat is removable, soft goods coat, has some webbing effects. Spider Ham has not a lot of articulation, but you do have alternate heads and pieces, essentially arm pieces and two different types of leg pieces. So, as opposed to actual articulation. So, again, that went up for pre-order. You can get it places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Gagnon released this in-hand image of the Nemesis Build-A-Figure from the new X-Men wave, which has been up for pre-order. So, new look at that. Let's see what else. What else? There were some new Mafex figures I want to get down to. So for Marvel, we've got the new Killmonger figure. We'd seen preview image. This again is available for pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store, $115. Nice detailing on the suit with the gold. Unmasked head looks pretty good. You know, the weapons he used in the movie, the spear, the sword-like weapons. So you get two unmasked heads and a masked head. So again, that one has gone up for pre-order. And before we get off of Marvel, also just a reminder, this week will be the pre-order on Thursday for the new Spider-Man No Way Home Electro figure. Going to cost you $34.99. Has the extra large lightning effects and an extra pair of hands. So if you want to round out your No Way Home villains, and you might want to check this one out, should be available at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Again, goes up on Thursday, the 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Amazon should have it as well. So, face mask electricity thing is not removable. So, that is your Marvel news for today. Now let me see if the images are working yet. No. So hopefully those will be back up in a minute. Always with the technical difficulties, but let's see what you guys are talking about. Mass Figure Collector says 8 at night where he's at. 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. Well, you guys knew that because that was the start time. I'm getting new things for my Daredevil suit. Oh, Everett, I guess I could share that with you as well. New Daredevil mask went up on a replica mask on Shop Disney, $80. I think it's still available. Yes, it's still available there. So if you want a Daredevil replica mask for adults, head over to Shop Disney. Again, it is $80 if you want to add that to your costume. Natural Nate Marvel, what is up, my friend? I don't think any gals are in here. Felix talking to Judge. What did Judge say? John from Ireland is here. Is always good to see you. Easier just to articulate it, but what do I know? I don't know what you guys are talking about, but Joshua Knox just Jamie Foxx Electro without Jamie Foxx. Just what we want. Jamie Foxx Electro without yeah, without the unmasked head. Yeah, I'm guessing likeness rates, but I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, I'm sure you can get that. I mean, it's not meant to be removed, but I'm sure you could get that off. So I am kind of curious what it looks like. Like if it looks anything at all like Jamie Foxx, if you take this, if you pull this off, if you pull this mask off, I'm kind of curious. Like I said, it's not meant to be taken off, but I feel like if you really wanted to, you could get it off the face. Obviously, there would probably be some, some indentations and stuff, but I am kind of curious if it looks anything like Jamie Foxx underneath there, or just totally random face sculpt. Yep, when tariffs hit, I'm done with Mayfax. It's not before if we keep raising prices. Daredevil MCU mask, one of my least favorite. Dog meat. Vader hater. It's a crime that Marvel hasn't even considered. A continuation to Spider-Man, the original series, based off of this. Well, I wouldn't say that because Spider-Man did have some brief cameos in the X-Men '97 series, but so hopefully, something like that will come. And I've talked about this before, but I would love to see like an Avengers series in the same universe as X-Men. Um, but we have had some indications. I don't think Spider-Man ever said anything in any of his cameos in X-Men '97, so they probably have not gotten the voice actor back. Came back. We need Marvel Legends Daredevil on retro card with DD only, no pins. I'm sure that will come. Give them time. Dog meat. I did not. And we'll talk. Assuming I get images working again. I think they're working again. Okay. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I missed out, but according to McFarlane, there will be more available once the figures actually come in stock. So looks like images are working again on TNI. So let's jump back into the news. For Mondo, if you're into the vinyl figures that they've done, the soft vinyl figures for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman is the next one they're doing, dropping tomorrow, the 28th at noon on the Mondo shop. That's Central Time. So comes with his signature weapons, a fly swatter with a turtle on it, and his mutagen gun. So mutated Baxter Stockman again for the soft vinyl line from Mondo. If you're into that, let's go into McFarlane. We got a lot of McFarlane stuff over the last week. So last week, as some of you already started talking about, collector edition figures with the Guy Gardner, Power Girl, and Captain Cold. Last time I checked, they were pretty much sold out everywhere. I think they're sold out. Yeah. So those all sold out pretty quickly. Amazon was sold out really quick. But McFarlane did indicate that more of these will be made available when they come in stock. So if you missed out on the initial pre-orders, you will get another shot at them. Power Girl was definitely the most popular of the three, followed by Guy Gardner, which I don't think surprises anybody. And then Captain Cold. So all three of these look pretty good to me. So I wasn't too. I think we talked about this last week. I told you that I had a feeling these would probably sell out pretty quickly. And then these are the platinum. I gave you, we got a like small images that leaked out early for these platinum editions, but this is the platinum versions. Power Girl with the jacket. Guy Gardner when he quit being a Green Lantern. And then Captain Cold with a blue face. So again, those are your platinum edition chase figures for this wave. Last week, also going up for pre-order was a new round of DC Superpower figures with the Atom, Lobo, Jay Garrick, Flash, and Robin. And then Entertainment Earth had the case. Looks like they've sold out now, but the case had 2 chase figures in it. So these were shown back during New York Comic Con. Oops. So the Superman unmasked Batman, I should say, and then the Superman in the regeneration suit were chase figures. So, um, you know, if you bought a whole case of these, you would get these 2 figures automatically. Otherwise, you'll have to try and hunt around for them. But again, those sold pretty quickly. I think they've pretty much sold out. Those seem to sell pretty well, at least for the collector market. When Walmart gets them, I see them sit on the shelves sometimes, but no, it is still available. Lobo's still available at Amazon, as is Robin. So it looks like they're actually still available on Amazon for anyone who maybe thought they missed out. All of them are still available on Amazon. So, and then this weekend, we got previews for the next round of DC Multiverse pre-orders. So we had seen these. We've seen these a few times, but Tempest um, from Titan's Rebirth is going up for pre-order. These are going up for pre-order on the 29th. So tomorrow. These are tomorrow's McFarlane pre-orders at 12 p.m. Eastern time. This is that Flash I couldn't identify last week, but you guys helped me out with. Dark Flash, New Kid in Town is the official title of it. Because can't get too many Flash figures. And then the animated 1940 animated Fleischer Superman is the third figure in this wave. It looks like site is running a little slow again. Like I said, sorry, there's work being done behind the scenes on the site, so we'll come back to him. Also, Icon gold. This is a gold label figure. Got a typo there. Got to fix that. Gold label Icon from Icon and Rocket season 1. That's going to be a McFarlane store exclusive. And then going up for pre-order on the 30th or 31st, actually, is this Joker statue, a 1/6 scale from the Joker movie statue. So. Or maybe it's my internet. No, it must be the site's gone down temporarily. So we'll come back to that. So let's jump back to your guys' questions. Mr. Oman, what's up? Everett, what material is the Daredevil helmet made out of? I don't think they gave the material. I can't get back to it at the moment because the site's down, but Felix, I got the real monster set from Mondo. Uh, and my Abelina leg snapped as soon as I tried to move it. Them figures are slugs. They have zero movement. Yeah, I wouldn't expect those to have a ton of movement, to be honest. I've never bought one, so I've never had an in-hand experience with those. They look amazing, though. Mondo's going to remedy that for you. Dog Meat wants to know if they're going to fix the leg for you. If you, oh, that's another. Going back to Marvel, that reminds me. So some of you have asked about the Giant Man eyes, Hasbro replacing Giant Man eyes. So just to let you know that people in the UK have started to get their eye replacements. They, for whatever reason, seem to always get stuff first. So um, I suspect those of us in the United States will probably start getting them within the next couple of weeks. But they have started to ship out to folks in the UK. So Hasbro hasn't forgotten about us. It looks like they are still coming. And again, just wanted to let you guys know because a couple of you have asked me in the last week or so about those and if I had heard anything, which I hadn't, and I still haven't directly from Hasbro. But again, I have seen people like Dan, whose reviews got his eyes, and he's in the UK. So, like I say, for those of us in the US, I'm going to guess probably within the next couple of weeks. And Everett, let's see. Polypropylene, PVC, and ABS polyester are what are listed for the mask there for you. So, and now we can jump back, finish off the news. This looks like things are back up and running. So Fleischer Superman, again, that's the third figure going up for pre-order tomorrow. DC Multiverse, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Amazon should have them as well. This one, the Icon figure, is a McFarlane Store exclusive. So this is also going up tomorrow. But again, this will only be available on the McFarlane Store if you want to add this one to your collection. And then, as I said, on January 31st, if you're into statues from DC Direct and 1/6 scale, Joker movie statue. So I guess technically from the second movie, not that it really looks any different, but that one is going up for pre-order again on the 31st. And there is actually a pre-order, McFarlane pre-order, I believe, on the 30th as well, but I don't know what that one is as of yet. All right, let's see what else we got for news today. For you Diamond fans, if you missed out on these Tron Ultimate figures or deluxe figures, I should say, from Diamond Select Toys, then you got another shot at them in special arcade type packaging. These went up for pre-order last week. Flynn, Tron, and Surak are the three figures. Again, the figures themselves are just reissues, but you get this kind of special arcade packaging. So again, those are from Diamond Select Toys. They're 7-inch scale figures. For you Simpson fans, GameStop Canada has revealed the next wave of 2.5 figures. So these are wave 4 for, again, the 2.5 Danson Homer, Principal Skinner, Nelson, Selma, and Martin are the figures in this wave. These are from Jakks Pacific. Have not gone up anywhere here in the U.S. that I'm aware of. Big Bad Toy Store had Wave 3 up, which sold out very quickly. Entertainment Earth is yet to put those up. But again, Jakks continues to crank out the Simpsons stuff. We talked about these Ultimate Thundercats last week, but they are now available for pre-order. The only one I pre-ordered right now was Safari Joe and Mule, which is $65 because it's a 2-pack. Then you've got Nadia, which is $55, and Berserker Cruncher, which is a larger figure. So again, $65. So again, those are available for pre-order. Mayfex, I told you about the Marvel one, but also going up for pre-order is Robin from the Hush storyline. So a Jim Lee kind of inspired Robin. This was up on Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's still available. Yes, $115. Alternate head sculpt, interchangeable hands, bow staff, and a soft goods wired cape. So if you've been collecting these Mayfex Hush figures, this is one that you may want to check out if you haven't already. And this one is supposed to be released in November of this year, so later this year. That's your 2 head sculpts. So I think that covers most of our major news. Not much on the NECA front. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. Yeah, we talked about the new Thundercat figures last week, so nothing new there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. On the news front, that is. So let's get back to you guys. What are you guys saying here? Why does it feel like Chinese New Year is a whole month? It is pretty long. I like the way they did the star effect. Felix says, no luck on Power Girl for me. I'm waiting for GameStop to get her in again. Again, like I say, McFarlane did put out a message saying anyone who missed it, you'll get another shot at it. John, what is up? I got the real months. Mike Mansour is here. Afternoon, my friend. Felix says NECA is killing me. They still ain't sent out my Eastman or Fallen Ralph. All they say is shipping soon. I mean, you just, it is. I don't know what's going on with NECA and the NECA store, but unfortunately, I think all you can really do is just be patient. It took months for them to send me my San Diego, exclusives. And it's inexcusable, I would say, but like I say, you can try and cancel or just wait, and eventually they probably will get it out. I do say probably, keeping my fingers crossed, but yeah, I really don't know what's going on with NECA. It is like there's customer service and everything's just really gone downhill. And honestly, my recommendation is, unless it's a NECA exclusive, which I know some of that stuff is, I would not order directly from NECA. I would go through an e-tailer at this point. I hope the helmet is adjustable. Everett's still talking about the Daredevil mask. Would you consider posting a top 10 list of figures you purchased in 2024? I've done that in the past. I didn't do one this year. Um, I don't know. It's because I don't like posting. Like, I mean, I could tell you like favorite figures, which a lot tend to be like GI Joe Classified. That's still probably my favorite line right now. But like, I don't collect. I'm not like some of those guys because I don't do reviews and stuff really that much these days. So I'm not out there buying like every figure that comes out. So like, I can't tell you it's the best figure because I there's so many other figures out there that I haven't had in hand. It really wouldn't be a fair thing to say. So I can give you what my favorite things are, though I'm not off the top of my head. But I mean, I could do a list like that. But like I said, it'd probably be very heavy with GI Joe figures, um, a few Marvel figures maybe. But it really wouldn't be like these are the best figures of 2024 because I have not personally had hands on with enough of the figures that were released out there. You know, I don't collect personally as much in large part because of space as much as I used to. I mean, I'm pretty selective on what I buy these days. I don't buy just like everything that comes out. And again, a lot of that has to do with space more than anything. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll put together a list of my favorite figures. The other thing is, like, I got to go back and say, okay, did this figure come out in 2024 or did it come out in 2023? Like, I probably bought it in 2024, but it may not have come out, and it may have actually come out in 2023. So when you start going back to like figures at the beginning of the year, then I can't. I got to remember whether when that figure actually came out, whether that actually counts as a 2024 figure or a 2023 figure. Felix Joker 2 was ridiculously bad. Still have not watched that movie. I don't know if I will, even though it is on streaming services where I wouldn't have to pay anything. But I have not brought myself to watch that movie. I did watch Star Trek Section 31, which because I'm a big Star Trek fan, but um, I didn't think it was that great. I didn't think it was horrible. Like I said this on social media. I said if you take Star Trek completely out of it, then it's a movie that I watched for free. It wasn't like horrible. Well, not free, but for I watched it through a streaming service I was already subscribing to, so it didn't really cost me any extra money to watch it. So from that standpoint, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't as far as Star Trek goes. It wasn't great. Once again, it seems to me they screwed up canon as they often do these days. So, but I have not watched Joker 2. And like I say, I don't know if I will or not. This is the last good movie I watched. And that's a hard one. I watched I'm trying to think what uh, movie, not TV series. Let's see what else. Red One. I watched Red One over Christmas. Again, that wasn't like horrible, but I'm glad I didn't go to the movie theater to watch that one. Um, what else? Red One at Christmas time. Seems like they're. Oh, I watched Gladiator 2. That was okay. I like Denzel Washington, so that one wasn't too bad. Again, glad I didn't go to the movie theater and watch it, but that one wasn't too bad. Let's see. Those are probably the last two movies I watched. And like and I can't say there were any like movies that just like knocked my socks off last year. Um, Daredevil. Deadpool Wolverine was probably the best movie, in my opinion, last year. Um, Transformer 1, animated movie, but didn't do well at the box office. But that one I actually, again, was much better than I was anticipating. Felix, anyone here got any of them Simpson figures? How you like them? I do not, so I'm not the one to ask. But they, for the cost, like I know some people try and compare them to Super Seven Ultimate figures, but obviously they're much cheaper than that. So I look at them more in keeping with like the old Playmate figures, and they look pretty comparable to me. And definitely, like I say, they seem to sell well because they always, whenever they get listed online, they seem to sell out quite quickly. Greg, I got my Leatherneck, Xandar, and Saw Viper in the same box. I got mine too. I haven't opened them. Got them from Big Bad Toy Store, but I do have mine. All three of those in hand as well. And my dial tone just came in, so it's sitting in my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. Still waiting on. I think Heavy Duty should be coming out here pretty soon. Um, but yeah, I've got my Xandar and Saw Viper. I'm thinking of doing some rearranging in here in the very near future. So Felix says, "Man, is that perfect Robin or what?" I assume you're talking about the Mayfex one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I say, if you've been collecting all those Hush figures, that's probably one you're going to want to check out. Ryan says, though, not with those Figma style elbows. Greg says, one of my favorites so far. More sci-fi Night Vipers and Wetsuit are coming up next. John, what are five characters that you would like Marvel Legends to make? Well, I want, yeah, my usual list of finishing out teams. So Farrell for X Force, Rachel Gray in a red spike suit for Excalibur. Um, I wouldn't mind like Box for Alpha Flight. Let's see what else. Finishing out the new war or the new Warriors. So the correct version of Vance Astro to go along with the rest of the new Warriors. Namorta would be nice. Also, the original Thunderbolts. I wouldn't mind being able to finish out that team. Um, so mostly team builder figures are ones that I would like to see Hasbro go on and finish out. Teams that have been kind of waiting years in the making that Hasbro's yet to finish. NECA has not shipped out my NECA box mystery box, and I've heard people, I've heard a lot of complaints with those too. Those mystery boxes that NECA did. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going on with NECA. I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, they're going to go out of business because I have no clue. But definitely some serious issues with their customer service and their online store. They seem to be having. Kristen Ada, because Batman, as much as he claims they sell out, they are easily acquired. Judge says never bought anything direct from any company. Rashid says got way too much stuff last year to narrow it down to 10. Yeah, that's the other thing is when you get a lot of good things and then you're like, how do I narrow this down? And I mean, you do occasionally you get that like it's not like every year, but you do occasionally get like that standout figure where like, oh my god, this is like one of the best figures I've got. I can't say anything pops in my head from last year that fits that category. But I got to tell you, I've been really, I passed on the Thundercats layer from Super 7 mainly for space issues, but then I found a space where I don't know if you can see the Donkey Kong machine back there, but I can clear some stuff off back there and move that over, and I would have room to put it back there. Um, but I don't want to, like, the cheapest I've seen it going on the secondary market is $1,300, and I just like, it's not that I couldn't afford it, but it's more like I just can't really justify spending that much money. So, but I have, as I've watched people get theirs and open it, that's one of those where I like kind of kicking myself that I didn't end up backing originally. She says lots of good movies I watched. Also, the last one I've seen. Period. So Sonic 3. I've not seen Sonic 3. Of course, I haven't seen Sonic 1 or 2. I just was not a big enough fan of Sonic to watch movies about him. But the Sonic 3 movie seems to have gotten pretty good reviews. I watched a lot of like TV, like streaming shows and stuff. So I've watched more. I find myself these days watching. I either watch old reruns, like I've been watching reruns of The Fall Guy. Um, like I went back starting in season one. Well, actually, it's almost like a Lee Majors kick I got on because I started watching around Christmas time. I started watching reruns of The Bionic Man, but then I jumped to The Fall Guy. So like I'm on season 3 of The Fall Guy. Um, but then I also been watching a lot of newer streaming shows as well. I just got my Batman Beyond Batmobile. It's pretty cool. I just got a delay notice from Amazon for mine, so mine's now not going to. It was supposed to be here tomorrow, and then I got a delay notice saying it's not going to be here until February. I got Iron Fist 2. I like that one. Iron Fist 2 pack with Cade. Ghost Rider, like off the top of my head, I will tell you, I give this Ghost Rider. This would definitely be in one of my a top 10 list of mine. The new Ghost Rider and bike. I think Hasbro did a great job with this one. So definitely you could put this one in my top 10. Marvel Legends Punisher being the most toy bloggers top 10 finally convinced me to purchase. I assume you're talking about the 2 pack Punisher one. Felix says enjoyed the new Wolfman. I have not watched that. I know what you're talking about. I've seen the commercials for it, but I've not watched that. Looks more like a zombie movie than a werewolf movie from the commercials. What's up, X? I was gonna get the classic cage, and then I saw like it didn't have a torso joint, and I was like, yeah. So I held off on that one. I knew, yeah. See, I'm waiting. I don't know if you can see those red blinking lights back there, but those are from the solar panels around our house, and I'm waiting for them to fix a part. See, every time the control box is back on that wall, and every time they got to do something, I've got to tear all this stuff down so they can get to it. So I'm waiting for them to do that, and then I'm probably going to do some rearranging a little bit, maybe. Kristen, I love the Fall Guy TV series starring Lee Majors because I loved watching him in the 6 minute. Yeah, I like Lee Majors. I've always liked the $6 Million Man. As a kid, I watched Fall Guy occasionally, but and I actually watched that movie too, the Fall Guy movie, which actually was better than I thought it was going to be. That's not why I started watching old episodes of the TV series, but I did see that movie recently as well. Fall Guy on H&I channel on Thursday, 8 episodes in a row. Jason, I've actually been watching Fall Guy. Like the first 2 seasons were available on Amazon Prime as an Amazon Prime member, but for some reason they only had the first 2 seasons. So I've actually been watching the remaining seasons on YouTube. And the theme song, like it gets stuck in your head. I also love the Jean Grey and Phoenix set. I did not get that one. Price kind of, and just not being a big enough fan, I didn't get that one. But yeah, Ghost Rider definitely. The Danny Ketchbike and Iron Fist Phoenix Bird are the best stuff from Marvel Legends for me this year, and Scar was good too. I didn't buy much else. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think Marvel Legends. It's gonna get me going down. Like the Green Goblin, the No Way Home Green Goblin. I think that came out. Was that last year? Was that 23 or 24? So yeah, that's a great figure. Doc Ock's okay as well, but the Green Goblin's, I love the Green Goblin figure they did. Let's see what else. The Cable, the Marvel vs. Capcom Cable. That's a favorite of mine. Um, Jada Toys with their Street Fighter figures. I'd actually have to maybe put some of those in my top 10. Um, I just got from Big Bad Toy Store. I just got Cammy and Guile. I haven't opened them yet, but I just got those last week from Big Bad Toy Store. And for some reason, I didn't get DJ, so I'm probably gonna have to go back and get him. All right, well, I think that's it for today. So remember tomorrow, new McFarlane DC Multiverse pre-orders with that Flash, Fleischer, Superman, and I forgot the third one. Well, the Icon figure, which is a McFarlane store exclusive, and the Tempest. So those are tomorrow. Thursday is the Electro, No Way Home Electro. Um, last last week of the month. So January has just gone by like that. It seems like it was just January 1st. Seems like it was just New Year's we were celebrating, but we're in our final week of January. And then we should be getting a number of Marvel Legend pre-orders next month. So expect next month things will start picking up. And then the beginning of March will be Toy Fair. So I don't know if we'll get live streams next month. I was hoping we were going to get a GI Joe live stream. We got Marvel, Star Wars, and Transformers here recently, so I was hoping we were going to be getting a GI Joe classified live stream announcement from Hasbro for either this week or maybe to kick off February. But so far, nothing. I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I got my dates confused. 29th is Wednesday, so yeah, today's the 27th. You're right, Mr. Allmine. And the Joker is the 31st. There is There is a McFarlane pre-order tomorrow, but I guess they haven't announced it, so I don't know what it is tomorrow. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But there is something going up from McFarlane tomorrow. Let's see. Looks like there's something from Hasbro going. I'm looking at the Entertainment Earth Drop Zone page. So something tomorrow from Hasbro. Many happy returns await you. Sign up for this reminder. So I have no idea what that is. Again, something tomorrow from McFarlane. Super 7 reaction. Something. So Wednesday is the DC figures on the 29th. And then something on Thursday, which I don't know what that is. And then 31st is the Joker statue. The 30th is the Electro. So, yeah, so we got a few McFarlane stuff that I don't know what they are this week. So we'll find out. Probably talk about it on Wednesday. Usually when there's not a preview, it's either something like a statue or it's something like 66 Batman figures or DC superpowers, which we just got those, so it's not going to be that. But I doubt whatever's going up tomorrow or on Thursday is going to be DC Multiverse related. So it's either going to be something statue, something totally non-DC, or maybe a new wave of 6-inch classic Batman figures or something. And whatever it is, of course, we'll have, as soon as we find out, we'll have that info up at TNI. Also, just shout out again, everyone who's become an action figure enthusiast member. Big thank you. I am going to be doing something. We're going to do a contest giveaway. I keep saying that, and that is going to come up probably early next month. Push that into next month. But so look for that. Again, thanks to everybody. We're up to 35. If you want to become a member, hit the link in the video description for details. As always, guys, thank you for coming in here, listening to me ramble. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to ToyNewsEye.com, MarvelousNews.com, JediInsider.com, and TFormers.com. And remember, action figures are great,